After hearing from Annette, I guess we are all very excited to hear from our second speaker, Mr. Gary Gunn. Gary is a co-founder of and CEO of JobKred. So he is actually the co-founder of JobKred, a career development platform that actually uses AI and data science to actually help people close their skills gap and actually navigate the market of future work. So as a very experienced entrepreneur and marketer, I guess we are all very interested to hear from Gary. So Gary, please.
Thanks, thank you. So thanks everyone for making time to listen to me. And I think I want to start today with a very quick introduction about JobKred and what we do first, before I jump into the details of the tool. So I'm sure a lot of you know about the new job portal by Singapore government that's a replacement for JobsBank called My Careers Future. You may have read about it online. And it's supposed to be a more intelligent platform to do things like skills matching of the candidates and job seekers to see, are there any careers that are suitable for the candidate based on their skills that they may not even know about? Can the system recommend such careers to them? This intelligence is actually powered by JobKred. We are the company, Singaporean company, that's powering this national jobs portal that's used by hundreds of thousands of Singaporeans every month. So with this backdrop of this technology element, we also provide a tool or a report in this way to productize our concept into something that can be used by individuals or can be used by career coaches or can be used by schools. So let me just very quickly introduce our product with this presentation. So I think the key aspect of what we are trying to achieve here is about how do we help people navigate the future of work. And I think the problem about the future of work is that it's going to be ever-changing. The number of skills are going to be changing all the time. I mean, you have marketing manager, you have even career coach, all sorts of different careers. The skills within are going to change because of technology. New technologies come up, new skills requirements come up. How do people keep up? Second, even the occupations, the types of job titles are merging, changing, evolving all the time. How do people catch up? You can be an industry expert to know a certain sector very well, but in 3 or 4 years, your understanding of that sector is going to be totally changed. So that is the big problem of the changing future of work. So I was just recently sent this material by a career practitioner. So the European Union actually released a handbook of ICT practices in career development. The most common feature in all these ICT initiatives for career development is that they use labor market information. And that's what I'm trying to get at in the sense that people recognize you need to have a system that is able to understand the labor market changes and reflect that into actionable product and scalable product that can help career practitioners or support career development. So I think a lot of you may be very familiar with all these career concepts, career development concepts of self-awareness, career exploration, career planning. I would just want to highlight, at least for SPRI, our product that I'm going to talk about today, what is our focus? Our focus is not so much on the self-assessment part or the self-awareness part. I think other tools that are more psychology-based, that are values, interests, and personality-based, VIP will be very good for that. I think our product really focuses on the career exploration part. And why is that important again? Because I give you a real-life example of some people who have used our product. We had actually an electrical engineer who was retrenched from a job. Right, this person just went to the job boards and tried to find the same job title and over again. He doesn't know the career exploration possibilities of what are the other jobs he can do. He doesn't know his transferable skills. That is the problem. He doesn't know how to articulate what he has done previously, what are the skills, how does that transfer to the context of the wider world of work out there, what jobs he can apply for. So that is the key thing that we're trying to solve. Career exploration, skills articulation, understanding what are transferable skills, and then where that goes into the ever-changing future of work out there. So that's again where we fit into this whole career planning and career exploration cycle. Okay. So last thing that we try to do is also to help them show evidence of skills. I think those people who are in the career coaching space will understand this is actually interview preparation. Some interviewer is going to ask you, oh, tell me about how you demonstrated marketing at work. Tell me how you demonstrated AutoCAD at work, for example. you need to be able to articulate it out in a very evidence-driven manner. You don't say, oh, I know how to do it, but it's more of like a structured evidence-based. We support that in the product as well. So as you can see, we're very much skills-based, very much something that has to be adapting to the future of work, and very much something to help people to get into the jobs of the future. Okay? So very quick agenda today. I'll introduce our product and tool. I'll talk a bit about the objectives and show some screenshots, and if we have, we'll have time for a video as well. Okay, so what is SPRI? It's actually a skills profiling tool that helps to analyze and break down the skills portfolio of an individual. It actually helps them to break down and articulate what are their transferable skills from not just their previous job experience, but their whole family of work experience beforehand, and with the context of being able to understand the skills keywords. Right? You may say you were an electrical engineer. It needs to be smart enough to tell you, oh, did you use AutoCAD? Did you use any technical tool that are relevant to that role? So the objectives of this, at the end of it, you should get 3 portfolios. You get a skills portfolio about what's the skills available to you. I mean, your basically identified skills. You get a career portfolio. With your skills, we'll recommend to you what careers in the world of work out there today are relevant to your transferable skills. Last one, learning portfolio. Because no one is perfect. Even if you're looking at a new role or even an old role, you definitely have skills gaps. Because again, the world of work is changing so fast, right? We are here to recommend to you what are the skills gaps that you need to close to get to the job you want to get towards. Okay? So how does it work, basically? First thing we try to do is to understand this changing world of work all the time. It's very hard for an individual to keep track of all these changes. That's where AI comes in. That's where big data comes in. So this is our work to support Singapore's job portal, basically, My Careers Future. We continuously crawl labor market information, job board data, resume data. Of course, with My Careers Future, we have some data from there as well, the Singapore National Job Portal, to be able to understand all the different job titles, different skills, and the relationship between them. We can tell you today what are the skills that industry is looking for electrical engineer, for marketing manager, for even early childhood practitioner. We have all this data. So that needs to be updated all the time. Our system is crawling all the time, every single day. We update the data regularly so that the users of our tools get real-time information of what's going on in the world of work. So yeah, that's just an example, getting data points from online websites and being able to deliver insights that are always current, always real-time. New job titles, we will have all this information. New skills, we have this information. And the last one, I think this is a bit pertinent as well. I think, especially for values, interests, and personality, we are quite used to, research. We're used to experts, professor, coming up with theories and saying that, this is the correct psychological method or way to assess people. That's great. It works well. We take a different approach. We take a data-driven approach. Whatever the system finds online, we are able to break down and show to you. So there's no human being to say that, oh, this is better than something else. Because with human being, you have a bit of bias effect, right? You may choose a certain brand or certain direction, then you lose the effect of the data. So we are purely data-driven. We show what the market says. If the market says engineers need X or Y, we will show X or Y. So that's the difference. So last, how do you interpret the results? This is a little bit more relevant for the career coaches, career practitioners out there. Let's say I'll show the live demo of how I'll show a video of how the system works later. But after going through a 15-20 minutes profiling, you would have those 3 reports. How do you interpret the reports for your clients? So first of all, the first portfolio that comes out is the skills portfolio for each individual user. What is happening in the skills portfolio is that we firstly identify the transferable skills of the client, not just from current work experience, but previous work experience and even education. But that's not all. We also help them to articulate and explain what does it mean when I say I have the marketing skill. You need to be able to show the evidence to the interviewer or to anybody reading this portfolio of how you demonstrated this skill previously at work or through your education. So we have a wizard later on, I'll show you the tool, very easy to use, that helps a client to articulate using the STAR method to be able to talk about their skill evidence, basically. So we are able to help a client brand themselves to 6 or 7 critical skills and show the evidence of how they applied this skill at work. Second portfolio is the career portfolio. So the career portfolio is to be able to let the client favorite all the recommended careers that are identified by the AI system. So based on the background and the skills identified, the AI will recommend all sorts of different careers to the individual, again, based on real-time job titles. Tomorrow, there may be a new job title recommended to that individual. It has to be done that way to be agile, to change according to the market, right? So not just showing you the names of the job title, we also show you what skills the market is looking for now for that particular job that you favorite. So for example, I want to switch careers. I was an electrical engineer, I want to be a copywriter. Absolutely fine. Favorite copywriter, system will show you exactly what skills copywriter needs in the market now. Of course, we calculate for your skills gap, right? So we have other information as well, for example, like the tasks that this career is about, the type of education. We do get data from from Skills Future framework as well, but we also have global data from our crawling. So that's just to help the client understand the labor market information or the details of that career. So the last one, learning portfolio. So let's say, again, I favorited copywriter. Then I may have some skills gaps. It's a career transfer or a career switch. We are going to show you all the critical training needs that are relevant to the careers you favorited. So for example, if I favorited, let's say in this context, all marketing careers, we will help you rank out of all the different marketing careers you favorited, what are the most critical skills gaps you need to close. All right, so it makes it easy for you to understand, okay, I know where I am today, my skills portfolio. I know where I want to be tomorrow with the career portfolio. I know how to get there with the skills gap analysis. That's the logic in our system. So I want to finish off with a little bit of user feedback. So we actually launched this tool with a university in Singapore. Every single student in the university is now using this tool as part of the career preparation. So we did a survey, of course, to report on the success of this tool. We have 80% of respondents saying that the tool is helpful in discovering career options. 90% find it very useful in identifying the skill sets. And 80% find it useful to find out about learning needs. So I think that's kind of some of the success indicators we have. Just some feedback from the users. Again, I think for students especially, it's about knowing career options. It's about not being limited to understand their only basic knowledge of when I get a business degree, I can go into finance. What's our careers in finance? I don't know. Right? So that's some of the challenges. Okay. So next is also some feedback that, sorry, I got a bit blocked. So next is some of the feedback also about the fact that it helps to identify skills. And again, what is the reason to be able to identify skills? Skills breakdown, skills articulation. You need to know where you are today. You need to know what's your transferable skills. Again, electrical engineer example. He didn't know. He didn't know what is the skills that he has to be able to bring to the table. Don't even talk about matching that to the types of jobs out there. First step, we must help people to articulate and understand their current skills. So that's one of the key things that we do. So what I want to do now is to play a very quick video. I hope to be able to narrate through the video when it's running. So yeah, so I think that's fine. So I won't pause the video, it run on it or on its own, but it's a 3-minute video. It shows the simple steps of how a user uses the system, and I'll highlight some key aspects of that during the demo video playthrough. Oh, I can't see it.
Yeah. We'll let you know in about 10 seconds until you guys are back live.
Oh, I was hoping to like comment. So can they hear me now, audience? Hi, so I'm here to narrate a little bit about the video. So what you see here is actually skills articulation. When a user is able to put in any job title in the world, and we're able to instantly break it down into a set of skills that are relevant to the job title, and we let the user select. Now, this used to be done with probing questions. You need to ask the person, oh, you're an electrical engineer. What skills do you think you use at work? You need to know the industry to be able to do that well, obviously. But now with a system like that, instantly, they're smart enough to identify every single job title out there and help them articulate their skills. That's the first step. Of course, we also help people to articulate their skills gained from education as well. Again, breaking it down into a language of skills and the skills keywords that are most relevant and pertinent to the jobs of today. That's where we make it really quick and easy for anybody to do skills articulation self-service, to be able to build their skills portfolio self-service. So after we get the skills portfolio process completed, we are able to recommend careers that are suitable based on a person's skill set. So here you very quickly see an example of all the different careers recommended for the individual. They can click on those that they like. But one of the key values of us is that allow you to search. If you want to do a career switch, no problem. Search for the type of skill that you want to focus on. We show the list of careers that need those skills. Click on it to understand more about that career. So we are able to help clients to not just look at transferable skills and transferable roles or adjacent roles, but future roles they might want to get into that they may not have the skills for. No problem. We're here to show you all the different skills gaps requirements, for example. Last one, this is the most interesting to me. Now you have a skills portfolio, we want to help you brand. Don't choose 30 plus skills, obviously. When you talk to an interviewer, focus on your top 6 or 7 skills. So from your list of skills, we help you focus. And then, when you have chosen your focus skills, how do I articulate the evidence of how I have the evidence of me having that skill? We use STAR, situation, task, action, and result. As you can see in the video, it's a very simple, quick wizard. No one needs to know, you don't need to know very good grammar and everything. There's spell check there. One click, type in all the different variables. You have a basic breakdown of STR example of how I demonstrated this skill at my previous work or education experience. So again, this is meant to help during the interview prep. It's meant to help the person to understand and deepen their awareness of how they apply the skill at work. So at the end of it, you get a nice PDF of the report with all the 3 sub-reports inside as well. Skill portfolio, career portfolio, and learning portfolio. So I finished a quick demo of the system. I just want to end off this presentation part with some sharing of how this is applied in the industry today.